This one's from Elizabeth. It happened to her family when she was just a little girl in a quiet suburb of Sacramento, the US, in the late 90s. It was her little sister, their parents, and the family dog. For a while, the shadows were just shadows. But then, her mother and father would catch them standing in the doorway late at night. But they'd look away, like they saw nothing. Once, with her husband out of town, her mother woke to find one close to the bed and told herself it was just a bad dream. That's the thing you reach for, a bad dream. It lets you go back to sleep. Then came the night all four of them woke at once. Elizabeth dreamt of a black, human-shaped figure leaning over her and holding her so tight she couldn't move. She woke up to her sister screaming in the next bed, describing the same dream. They were still whispering when their father cried out down the hall, a sound she had never heard him make. They ran in. He was sitting up, soaked through. He'd had it too, all four of them, the same night, the same figure. In his, it lifted him off the floor by the throat. They piled into the parents' bed for safety, and as they drifted off, the dog, who'd never once barked indoors, started snarling at the corner of the ceiling. It then bolted down the hall into the dark. Elizabeth's father followed it to the dining room. He turned the corner with his eyes open, not dreaming this time, and saw a figure standing in the middle of the room, pitch black, traced in a thin line of blue. As he watched it, it stepped toward the glass door, and it was gone. A friend of her mother said she knew what they were, that things like this feed on the negative emotions in a home, that a quiet house can simply be somewhere they pass through on the way to a louder one. So the family cleared the house room by room with sage smoke and a quiet ceremony. And it worked. They never saw the shadows again. But by that friend's account, these things don't leave so much as move on toward anger and misery. And right next door, the shouting through the wall had been getting worse for months. But that family didn't move out for another 2 years. Thank you for trusting us with this one, Elizabeth, and good night, beauties and beasts.